What if I make a bad choice? Someone's gonna react to this and probably, you know, probably smoke me in the comments or make a reaction video. But it's all welcome. I'm open to that. Alright, welcome back everyone to yet another video on Shadow Generations. But this time around, we're gonna be making a Shadow Generations soundtrack tier list. Just to clarify, I'm not gonna go through this Sonic Generations tier list. This is purely just for the Shadow Generations OST. So I've just finished playing the game Shadow Generations as of lately, and the movie's coming around when? December 20th, apparently. And we have our DLC already released yesterday on Friday. So, yeah. I don't know, should we just jump right into it? I guess so. But before we jump into the soundtrack, if you're interested in watching my playthrough of Shadow Generations, the link is in the description. And yeah, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this tier list. And just a disclaimer, this is purely my opinion, okay? So please don't crucify me in the Sonic community if I happen to not put your track as high as you'd like it to be. Okay, this is just purely my opinion. Whether you like it or not, I don't care. This is my opinion. So yeah, let's get started. So what do we got here? We got S plus tier, S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, E tier, and F tier. Should we go in order? Space Colony Ark. Why not? Should we start off with Space Colony Ark? Act 1 sounds better usually. Let's go with Act 1. I'm already liking the start of this. Also, shout out to Doomseye for making this soundtrack on YouTube. Pretty strong start. I'm liking the guitar riff. It gets better though. It's a pretty solid pick, I gotta say. A good opening stage of Shadow Generations. And you can already feel the edge. You can already feel the edge in this soundtrack. Hold up, it's gonna get better. Oh, this part is so good. I like the guitar segment here. I wonder what 2:47 seconds, around 2 minutes and 32 seconds will sound like. There seems to be a spike here. So it must sound amazing, right? A lot of people skip to this part. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think of this soundtrack? Especially Space Colony Ark. Ooh! They didn't just loop, you see? They actually got a new segment for Space Colony Ark. That's what I really appreciate about Shadow Generations. A lot of the tracks don't loop again and again. They have like different phases, which I really appreciate. Ooh. I want to see what this part is going to sound like. This part kind of sounds like Rail Canyon. A little bit. No. You know, I wonder what the original sounds like. The original stage is from SA2, right? When did Space Colony Ark come out? Oh, here we go! Most replayed part. I could see why this sounds... I could see why people skip to this part. I like that ripple effect of that synth in the background. It sounds like it's accelerating. Like you're going through a tunnel and you're accelerating at very high speed. Most replay part? Pretty solid. Is it fair for me to end it here? I think I got a solid opinion now. Hold up. Hold up. Is it gonna loop? Okay. It's a good loop. The guitar riff's good too. Alright, I think I have a good idea where to put this. What is this? Act 1 of Space Colony Ark? Let's find this. Where is this? Space Colony Ark. Oh, there we go. Full version. I kind of want to put it in a solid A. It's a very solid track. It's not the best one, obviously, but it's really solid. So I'm going to give this an A tier. Alright, I think that's pretty fair. But I wonder what the original Space Colony Ark sounded like. Give me a second. Final Rush is the alternative name, I'm guessing. Let's see what this sounded like. Oh! What? This has way more bass. Excuse me. Hold up. Hold up. This sounds way superior. No way. Okay, so the new one lost some bass. No way. Oh, that bass is nasty. Man, the 2000s had better bass. They really leaned into the bass. Okay, it sounds a bit more quiet. I think I hear a tambourine in the background. So the new ones, I think, missing a tambourine. I kind of missed the tambourine. Not gonna lie, they should have kept the tambourine. Ooh, the guitar is very grungy too here. What is that transition? Okay, I don't know. This sounds really good too, man. What did they do to this new remix? I feel like the new remix sounds a bit more generic than the original. One thing I like about the new one over the original from SA2 is that this new one here at least sounds more clear and it sounds louder. They emphasize more on the guitar, which I like. It doesn't sound as quiet as the other one, but it's lacking the bass like it had in the previous version. But it's still a solid pick. I still really like it. A tier is pretty solid. Now we got Act 2, right? Usually the Act 2 soundtracks sound more like classical, like classic meaning like older. It's got like an older sound font. Sometimes I like it. Most times it's a miss, though. At first I didn't like the opening. I'm not into this accentuated chiptune sound, but I think it's getting better. I like Act 1 a bit more. No, way more. My mistake. Ooh! This sounds way better though. This part. This guitar part is really good. Okay. I actually like this part a lot more. The drum and bass is pretty cool with the guitar. I like how they use a different guitar sound and different instruments. This one sounds a little bit faster than the previous one from Act 1. Okay, we got that chiptune sound again. I like this one better. Like the chiptune sound in this part. I didn't like the beginning. The chiptune here was implemented very nicely in this part of the song. Now it's looping. Okay, I think I formed an opinion about this. I'm not gonna rank it as high as Space Colony Ark Act 1. Usually these Act 2, sounds are a bit lower in my opinion. In most cases, so I'm gonna have to give it... I'm thinking of a B or a C, somewhere in between B or C. I'll give it a B. How about that? I think the Sonic community would crucify me if I started to put this in like C tier or something, because yeah, I'm not a big fan of the chiptune that much. Maybe it's just Gen Z me preferring not so much of chiptune. I don't know. It doesn't appeal me as much. Sometimes chiptune sounds good. Sometimes, like, it's a hit or a miss for me. So I don't know if many of you could relate with me, but yeah, where can I? Yeah, I'm gonna put in probably B tier. Act 2. There we go. B tier. Are you guys happy? Alright, next one, we got Rail Canyon. Wait, we didn't go through the other soundtracks. Like the title screen, Collection Room. I think we should get that out of the way. Don't you think? Yeah, why not get rid of all the fluff first? What do you guys think? I think we should get rid of all the fluff first before we get into the meat and potatoes. But title screen is not that fluff, I gotta say. Title screen is a banger. Let's go with title screen. I really love this opening. I thought it was an original composition, but apparently it's not. I agree, the riff is really good in the beginning. Oh, the guitar part. It's gonna come. Just in a second. I love this part. What does this remind me of? Hold up. What is this? It sounds very familiar. It sounds like from Shadow the Hedgehog. Okay, it's a pretty short loop, I gotta say, but it's pretty solid. I'm gonna have to give it... It's very edgy too, so... I was expecting it to be a bit longer, but you know, it's a title screen, so what do you expect? I'm gonna have to put this... I'm gonna put in A tier. I have a bias, but I think I'll put in B tier. Just to be safe. So Sonic community does not crucify me, right? Okay? Okay? Okay, I hope no one reacts to this. If I make a bad... What if I make a bad choice? Someone's gonna react to this and probably... You know... Probably smoke me in the comments or make a reaction video. But it's all welcome. I'm open to that. Yeah, B tier. I think most of you guys will be happy about it. Let's get the fluff out of the way. Collection Room. Let's go with Collection Room. Collection Room. Collection Room, where are you? Man, I can't wait when we get to Sunset Heights. You know, you probably could guess what I'm gonna rate this. But, where is Collection Room? Are they missing this? Collection Room Shadow Generations OST. Oh, it's there. Alright, let's listen to this. call Throw It All Away retrospective version. I don't know what exactly that is. But I really like the collection room theme. I feel like I could listen to this for hours. And it sounds like this OST came out of like the 2000s or early 90s. This is not something I would listen. This is not something I would normally hear in new soundtracks in the 2020s. Oh, we're here. My bad. I like this part, the piano. No, no, no. This part is so good. It's like a lo-fi. Doesn't this sound like your typical lo-fi you listen to? You could study to this. That's what I'm trying to say. This sounds like the type of music you would study to late at night when you got exams going and whatnot, or you just want to work in your own comfort. It sounds like something you would listen to in winter. I think if you listen to this in winter, it sounds better. Because you're inside your house, you're all cozy, you're at your desk, studying. It's a very cozy soundtrack. I like it. Not many soundtracks sound like this in Shadow Generations, because they all sound like pretty edgy, and but this soundtrack sounds very ethereal. I love the synth in the background. It feels like I'm looking at the stars, like the galaxy, and it's surreal. It kind of makes me feel nostalgic of the old songs. Let's say when you're in Smash Bros. Brawl in the trophy room or something. It kind of reminds me of that. Or when you're in the trophy room in Melee or whatever. I kind of miss these kind of songs. This is something you would hear in like the 2000s. So, you know what I'm gonna rate this. This is gotta be S tier. Like, I want to put it in S plus tier. Collection Room's gotta be S plus tier. This is the first S plus tier I'm gonna put. Okay, it doesn't sound as exciting as the other soundtracks because that's not what it's meant to be. But this is like a really good, like, study. This is like really good lo-fi study type music, man. Everyone has to agree. And you feel nostalgic about it. Something about it, it just makes me feel very nostalgic. Like, I played the previous Paper Mario games. I played Mario Kart in the earlier days, in the 2000s. So, the trophy rooms. Every game's got like that trophy room type of mode. And it's got like this type of music. I don't know if you could resonate with me, but yeah, that's how I feel like. So this is an S plus tier song. Alright, let's get the other fluff. So Collection Room is definitely not fluff. Another soundtrack. I said I would go through fluff, but we haven't gone through the fluff yet. Title screen is banging. Collection Room is also banging. But let's actually go through the fluff. Let's go through the results. Alright, let's listen to the individual ones before we listen to the complete version. There's a complete version? I guess I'm gonna have to rank the complete version, but let's listen to D rank. I think they just rip it out of Shadow the Hedgehog game. I don't know how many of these result screens are original compositions, but they sound similar to the ones in Shadow the Hedgehog, even though I've never personally played Shadow the Hedgehog. But rank D, rank D, It's okay. C tier, I would say. Or rank C. What makes this sound different? I don't know. It's got like an extra synth on top of it, I guess. It sounds exactly the same. I like this a lot better. I really like rank B sound. Rank B sounds pretty cool. Like if I were to rank the rank B result screen, that sounds very awkward when I said it. I would give it like an A tier for rank B. Let's see what rank A sounds like. Alright, this sounds a lot better. There's a lot more going on. I can't tell the difference. It's really hard. Come on, get out of the way, Valorant. I just want to do my tier list. Whoa, 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 whoa. We got like extra drums in the beginning. Ooh. And the riff opening. Okay, let's listen to the complete version. Okay. If I were to rank this, it sounds pretty solid. Nothing like it's not wowing me or anything. So I'm gonna give it a B tier. I think that's fair. Let's get through the other fluff. Is there any more fluff? How does the credit screen sound like? Oh! It's just straight up Space Colony Ark. I guess they go through like different... Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm not gonna rank credits, to be honest, because these are literally all the other songs but combined into one. So I don't think that's fair. Unless there's a different part. Nah, no. So I'm gonna leave out the credits. If I were to rank it as a standalone song, like I wouldn't count it normally, but if I did, it would be F tier because it's just reusing every other song we heard. But I'm gonna just leave it out for now. Alright, do we get through all the fluff? I think so. Rail Canyon. Why is it so hard to find stuff, bro? Oh, we didn't listen to the white space version of Space Colony Ark. Hold up, before we go to Rail Canyon, we gotta listen to the white space version. Why do I keep getting Valorant ads? What I really appreciate what the Sonic team and Sega have done here is they gave every stage its own like white space version of each song. I think that's the same. They did the same for like Sonic Generations, but it's nice that they actually made a third version before you start the stage. And usually the white space version goes pretty hard. It's like it's usually more edgier than the Act 1 and Act 2 track. But it's a very short loop. It's pretty solid, but I give it a C tier white space version. C tier, yeah, most of these white space versions are going to be C tier simply because it's a very simple loop. So it's not that it sounds bad, but it's a very simple loop. There's nothing more to it than like a 5 to 10 second loop. But it's a very solid 5 to 10 second loop. So at most, white space version, I don't think will ever reach S or S plus tier. But at most, maybe A tier if I'm generous. But it's got to be really good. So C tier for this. Okay, now let's go to Rail Canyon. Alright, let's do the white space version, because why not? I actually like the white space version of Rail Canyon. In some cases, I feel like it sounds better than Act 1 and Act 2. Both of them combined. actually really like Rail Canyon's White Space version. I'm gonna put it definitely higher than the previous White Space version. Oh, I like the organ part of here. The organ is cooking. Again, it's a simple loop. Oh! Hold up, it's not exactly a super simple loop. There's more to it. I didn't expect this. Okay, now it loops. Okay, I'm gonna have to rank it higher. White Space version. I might give it a B tier. It's pretty solid. Or I'll put it before. I'll put it before the other one. Space Colony is gonna go down, but I'm putting Rail Canyon higher. 100%. Oh, let me rearrange B tier. Sunset Heights. No, I didn't mean to put this, man. No way. We're not there yet. I think I'm satisfied with this. Okay, now let's get to the meat and potatoes. Rail Canyon. Act 1. I'm pretty excited for this. It sounds like I'm at Canada's Wonderland right now. Or Six Flags. Don't you feel like you're at a Wonderland? Like Six Flags or Canada's Wonderland? And you're on a roller coaster? That's what it sounds like. This just screams roller coaster music. And you know I'm speaking facts. It sounds generic, but it sounds pretty... Oh! This screams roller coaster music, especially this part of the song. This segment right here. This is the type of music you would listen to early 2000s and 90s Wonderland music, man. Oh, what is that triangle? Is that a triangle synth? No, it's a synth. It sounds very twinkly. And I hear a bit of bass slap in this guitar. Alright, forgive me if I get the terms wrong. Oh, this part! I love this part. It kind of sounded similar to Sonic vs. Shadow in the cutscene. You know the cutscene we saw? I wish they brought back that drum and bass quite often. But it's pretty hype. I wonder if there's gonna be another phase to this. I think we looped. Oh, okay. I think I can formulate an opinion now. So, it's not bad. Rail Canyon. It's not the best sounding soundtrack. It's like very mid. Very, very mid. It sounds good, but it's a good type of mid sound. So, should I put it above title screen? But I like how edgy the title screen sounds. I'm all for the edge. But like, come on. Rail Canyon. I think the title screen sounds very raw. So I'm still going to put title screen above. So Rail Canyon Act 1, I'm going to put it below title screen. Title screen just sounds very raw. I'm going to be honest about that. So it's going to go in B tier. Now, let's go to Act 2. Usually I don't like Act 2. Ooh. It was a very interesting intro. But I heard that there's a lot of criticism with this song. And I somewhat agree. I like the beginning. It had a good start, but it gets worse. You'll know what I mean as we listen to it further. A few seconds down this track, it's. Oh my god! Ugh. Oh, that's so bad. I'm sorry, but this sounds pretty bad. No! I'm not vibing with this. Wah wah wah. I don't like this wah 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 stuff. No. I thought it was getting good, but then it just disappoints me even further. I don't want this like goo goo gaga stuff here. Come on. This part though, this is like an S+ tier part, man. This is the only part I really like about Rail Canyon. If I were to listen to this segment, okay, this is an instant S+ tier. S+ tier. S+ tier. Please don't disappoint me. Please. Oh no! No, this sounds really bad. I don't like this sound font. Like, wee, I don't like that. The acid, what is it called? Acid House or something? I feel like they didn't do Acid House justice in the soundtrack. I don't like this wah 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 sound too. Yeah, no, stop, please. No, I don't like this wah 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 stuff. And they didn't do Acid House any justice. Like, I really like Acid House. If you want to listen to good Acid House, you know, Sonic music, go back to Sonic Riders and Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. They got really good Acid House. But come on, man. This wah wah wah, come on, are you serious? What is this goo goo gaga stuff? Alright, this is just my opinion, so please don't take it personally. You know, the Sega, please don't take this too personally. Or the music, who are the musicians, please. I know you guys are good, but like, this is just my opinion. I don't like this song in particular. Is this what the original Rail Canyon sounded like? I want to listen to the original. Man, this is I'm gonna have to say, man, like, this wah 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 is going to F tier. Wah wah wah. Oh, but that one guitar segment, S+ tier, trust me. But I'm not vibing with this wah 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 stuff. Alright, let's listen to original Rail Canyon. I want to see what the original Rail Canyon sounded like. OST. Oh, what? This sounds way better already. How do we go from this to Act 1? I feel like it's a downgrade. I don't think they did Sonic Heroes justice. I'm gonna be quite honest. Except for the Metal Overlord one. I think that is good, but yeah, this sounds way more punchy. I love it. How do we go from this to this? Oh, such a downgrade. No, come on. If I were to rate the original Rail Canyon from Sonic Heroes, this is a solid, I might as well still put in B tier, but a really high B tier. Let me know in the comments if you agree. But this wah 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 is not doing it for me. This part though. This part's really good. This part slaps so hard. I need to listen to that part again. This is the best part. And it gets better. I think they should have focused on this segment more. Make this the main theme of Rail Canyon. And then it gets worse. Come on. Now, let me show you what good Acid House sounds like from Sonic Riders. If you want to listen to what Sonic Riders sounded like. I know it's a tier list and we're getting sidetracked, but I gotta show you all of this stuff, man. What's the... It's called Metal something. Metal City or some theme of Metal City. Where is it? Where is it? Metal City, yeah. This is what good Acid House sounds like. Right here. They should have taken notes from Sonic Riders if they wanted to do Acid House. Come on now. This just screams 2000s. This is like peak 2000s. Peak Acid House. Alright, I'm getting sidetracked. And look at the synth part of this. They should have taken notes from Sonic Riders, man. Hopefully, if we get a new Sonic Riders game, we're not, as of right now. We got Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Okay, I'll let it be, but I hope we get Sonic Riders in the future. This is what proper Acid House sounds like. So yeah. F tier. Instant F tier for Rail Canyon Act 2. Very disappointed. Unfortunate, but yeah. I think we gotta listen to... Wasn't it Biolizard or something? Oh yeah, the next... Because there was a boss battle, right? We might as well do Biolizard. What's the Biolizard music again? I think it was Supporting Me remix, don't you think? So I'm not gonna go through every... Or should I leave all the Radical Highways for the very end? I think I'm gonna leave the best for last. So we haven't listened to the Boss Gate music, so let's listen to this fluff. It sounds pretty generic. It's what you would expect for a boss music before you... Bro, it's very generic. It's the very low, I'm gonna put it at the very low of C, or D. There's not much going on with it. It does its job. So yeah, I'm gonna put it at the very bottom of C. And it loops pretty fast. I think this is Biolizard, don't you think? Yeah, this is Biolizard. And it's the remix version. I'm already liking the guitar. Very iconic. You know, I remember playing Biolizard on Sonic Generations 3DS because I've never played Sonic Generations on console. So, Biolizard played very differently too in the 3DS version. I feel like there was more going on in this Biolizard boss battle of Shadow Generations. But I will say, the 3DS version of Biolizard battle is way harder. Or maybe I was younger, that's why I felt harder. But I still think it was harder than Shadow Generations version of Biolizard. But this is a music tier list, so I'm getting sidetracked. I like this part of the music. Kinda sounds like Dragon Ball Z a little bit here. This part especially. The guitar solo here. It's not solo exactly, but it's pretty good. It's not wowing me or anything. but it sounded better than I expected. So if I were to rank this, Supporting Me. Supporting Me, top of B tier. Or I could put a bottom of A tier. It sounds pretty good. Alright, bottom of A tier. Not bad. Okay, I think you guys will be okay with this ranking, right? What's the next one we should go through? I haven't even gone through half of these. How many do we have left? Quite a lot. Alright, now that we got rid of Space, Colony Ark, and Rail Canyon, let's listen to... Okay, let's listen to Radical Highway, because why not? Okay? Radical Highway. Version 1, don't you think? There's a version 1 for this, or version A? I actually really love Radical Highway. I've always loved Radical Highway. I love how, like, Sega and Sonic Team have, like, doubled down on multiple Radical Highway remixes. I will eat them up any time of the day. We eating really good. If you love Radical Highway, you're eating really good in this game. Oh, it sounds so much better than the trailer version. Remember what we listened to in the original trailer version? I was kind of disappointed, not gonna lie. But when I heard this from the Doom Chase in another trailer, apart from the teaser trailer, I was like, okay, this is it. This sounds a lot better. Like, it sounds more fuller than the teaser trailer version. And the teaser trailer version I'm referring to is Act 1 Radical Highway. Act 1 of Radical Highway, which is a later game. But this sounds so good. I still like the 3DS version from Sonic Generations, but I love how they returned the guitar. It doesn't sound too different from the original. The problem with the teaser trailer I have, it sounds way too different. Like, here they stick to the essence of Radical Highway in this version here. I love the keyboard part here. Do do do. Sounds good. Do do do. It's got different phases too for Radical Highway. The build-up is insane. I'm so glad they got the build-up right. I love how they incorporated different musical instruments in this, like guitar, synth, different synth sounds. Okay, I think I could formulate an opinion again. Yeah, this sounds really good. I'm gonna have to put an S+ tier, man. I just have a bias for Radical Highway. Alright. This has gotta be S+ tier. Sounds very solid. I was very impressed with this. S+ tier. I think you know where I'm gonna place all the Radical Highway remixes. I think you'll have a pretty good idea where, but I won't mention it now, because this is a tier list, so... we'll get to it eventually. Don't worry. But, yeah, S+ tier. Easy S+ tier. Now, what's the next place we're going to? Kingdom Valley. Oh, I love Kingdom Valley. Let's listen to the white space version, shall we? when I listened to this, I was like, oh boy, are we gonna have a whole orchestra in Shadow Generations? This is something you would listen to like in E3. You know, when Reggie Fils-Aimé is about to like step on stage. Let me know down in the comments if you agree. This is like proper E3 entrance music or exit music. Or when you're watching the Game Awards or something, it sounds like one of those one of those tracks that they play. I like it a lot actually. But because it's a short loop, I can't put it in S plus tier. So I'm gonna have to put it B. It's a solid B, I gotta say. Kingdom Valley, I'll put it like bottom of B tier. Cause it sounds so perfect. Like the orchestra sounds amazing. So B is me being very generous. Just saying. I don't usually put white spaces that high in the ratings for obvious reasons. Alright, let's listen to Act 1. Oh! The flute! Wait for it! Wait for it! The flute! Oh, perfect! Kingdom Valley just screams E3 music. Or Game Awards music, man. I like how Sonic 06 sounded like most of their soundtracks sounded like this. Kinda. Like back then in the mid 2000s, the games were trying to become more gritty and more grand. You got like Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess, and then you got Sonic 06. There was like an era where games peaked in edginess and grittiness, and I feel like the mid 2000s was the perfect place where games peaked that edginess and grittiness, and it peaked in orchestra music. I feel like mid 2000s had the best video game orchestra music, and you listen to soundtracks like Super Smash Bros. Brawl, even they peaked in orchestra music, man. So good. Especially the outro. Peak. That's peak orchestra music. Stuff you would listen to like in E3 or like the Game Awards. It sounds so grand. This is instant A tier, at the very least. I love the build up here. The trumpets though are crazy. And the synth. This sequence is really good. This is the best sequence. I don't know why, but Kingdom Valley Act 1 reminds me of Legend of Zelda for some reason. This is like, it reminds me of E3 and Legend of Zelda. It just has that Legend of Zelda feel to it. Or Smash Bros feel. That's why I'm gonna rate it really high. This is peak orchestra. You know, S plus tier. S plus. It's perfection. Kingdom Valley Act 1 is S plus tier. Easy. They nailed the orchestra. Sonic 06 may be bad, but at least the soundtrack slapped. Like, you know, there's a correlation with the worse the Sonic game gets, the better the music gets. I think that trend has broken as of recently, like Sonic Frontiers, but in the past years there was a correlation. The worse the Sonic game, the better the soundtrack. And I could see why this is true. Yeah. I want to listen to what the original Kingdom Valley sounded like. This is the original one, right? Oh, didn't change much from the original. Where's the flute? Okay, there's the flute. Interesting. Okay. I think the remix really improved over the original. Yeah, it definitely deserves S+ tier. Great job, Sega and Sonic Team. Who are the producers for... music producers of Shadow Generations? Shadow... because I want to give proper credit. Composer. Jun Suno. Okay. Great job. And the rest of the of his team. Good job. Okay. Let's listen to Act 2. I'm kind of worried, but I think it'll sound good. Ooh! Act 2 sounds more grand than Act 1. I'm already liking it. It sounds obviously more faster paced. At least A tier. I could already tell. I could smell an instant A tier. The bell! Hold up! I heard a bell. The transition? Okay, I thought it was gonna be something more epic. I guess it's still gonna build up. Let's see the most replayed part. Here we go. Oh, the bass is going really hard here. You listen to that? The flute part. Good transition with the piano. Reverb? The build-up? I feel like the build-up's gonna be really nice here. I can't wait. Okay. Nice. Very build-up. Here we go. Okay. I like that. Yeah, man. I think Act 2 might be another S+ tier. Damn. I don't know which one I like. I really like Act 1 and Act 2. It's a really hard pick. Okay, we looped. I'm gonna have to put it side by side. Yeah, man, that's this is the first Act 2 we got an S+ tier. Really solid. Not bad. Okay, what's after Kingdom Valley? We don't necessarily got to go in order because I'm gonna leave some good ones near the end. So I'm gonna skip some. Let's go with... because I don't want to end with disappointment. You know? I'm gonna leave the good ones for later. So... is it What I'm Made Of? Which one's the Metal Overlord music? Or is it Throw It All Away? I need to confirm. Okay. Let's see if we could find it. No, this is not it. Oh, we missed this fluff. Hold up. Hold up. We didn't even get to the Shadow Generations title screen. I thought we did it already, but this is the one. What was this one then? Oh, this is before you select Shadow Generations. I think this is the Shadow Generations one. Alright, let's go through this one first. This sounds really raw. I'm gonna have to put it above the title screen. It's a very short loop. I'm gonna have to put it slightly above title screen because it sounds really raw. B tier. Yeah, I like it a lot. Very short loop, but I can't put it any higher than this. No, this is not what I'm looking for. This is from Sonic Generations, right? Supporting Me, Kingdom Valley. What I'm Made Of. There's a phase 1 and phase 2. This is from, where is this from? It's from Sonic Heroes? Sonic Heroes, yeah, I was right. Okay. This is probably one of the best Sonic Heroes songs. Probably, most definitely. It's a really strong opening. And we got, who is it? John Gio something. I don't know how to say his last name. I might say it wrong. Let me do my research. John Gioli. Yeah. That's how you pronounce it. Okay. Yeah, this is John Gioli, the live and learn guy. I like him. Set Me Free? Sonic Free Riders? Nah, joking with you. This sounds so 2000s. Very early 2000s. I love it. Try and reach inside. Oh, this part is so good. Man, the lyrics make it so much better. If it was without the lyrics, it would be a solid 7 out of 10. But because it's with lyrics, I have to give it like an 8.5 at least. Maybe a 9. It's very solid. It's a very classic Sonic song. Classic modern Sonic song. Sounds very ironic when I said that. But I really love the intro. It's got like a lot of surf vibes to it. And you are surfing when you're facing Metal Overlords. It's a really strong intro. Just the intro alone, it peaks in like S+ tier. Where do I want to put this? This is just phase 1. I forgot there's a phase 2. We'll listen to phase 2. What I made. S tier. Not exactly S+, but it's really solid. S tier. S tier. Better than Supporting Me, in my opinion. I prefer this way more than Supporting Me. And it definitely sounds better than Space Colony Ark. If I were to choose one, yeah, I'd definitely go what I'm Made Of. People may criticize the guitar that it sounds too generic, but it's a really good type of generic guitar, man. Like, it sounds really solid. It just screams 2000s. I love it. S tier. This is our first S tier. Phase 2. I love the opening. It's so rememberable. Okay, it's gotta be at least S tier. The lyrics. You could resonate with them, man. Say, you can call these like live and learn, what I'm made of. all these type of musics, generic, call that all you want, but we eat those. It sounds so good at the same time. Cheesy, but in a good type of way. Sometimes you need that generic 2000s sound. Do I like it over Phase 1? I don't know. I gotta listen to it more. I think I prefer the Phase 1 intro a bit more. But I like how Phase 2 has like less of those whoa, like, I don't know, weird like lyrics, you know. So I prefer Phase 2 a little bit. It's a bit less cheesy, just a little bit less, but the intro sounds different in Phase 1. No, it's the same. If it's the same, then I'm gonna go with Phase 2, man. Of course I'm gonna go Phase 2. Whoops, whoops, whoops! I think Phase 1 stretches a bit too long. I think I like Phase 2 a little bit more. So I'm gonna have to put it above Phase 1. Alright. Right here. Phase 2 is slightly better in my opinion. Okay. What's the next one? Let's get the bad ones out of the way. Chaos Island. Let's listen to the white space version. I do like this piano. It sounds very eerie and gritty. I don't know, it sounds very evil sounding. This is from Sonic Frontiers. But I don't even remember what Chaos Island sounded like in Sonic Frontiers. It was kind of forgettable. Not gonna lie. Only that, what's that? Jellyfish. I like that. The one, yeah, I could remember the jellyfish enemy theme, but that's it. The one where you lose your rings, that's the only one I remember from Chaos Island, if it was in Chaos Island. But it kind of sounds like Dupless from Thousand Year Door. This one's alright. It's not the best. White space version of Chaos Island's gonna go to... I still like Space Colony Ark more. I'll put it above Boss Gate. I'll give it that. C tier. Okay, Boss Gate, I'm gonna have to put in D tier. D. I was expecting a bit more. Because if White Space sounds this good, then Boss Gate is somewhat similar to White Space, but for a boss battle. So Boss Gate should have had some unique boss sound. So that's why I put it in D tier. There should have been a unique Boss Gate sound for each boss you play. So that's my justification there. Let's go to Chaos Island Act 1. Oh, now I remember. Oh no! I don't know if I hate this more than Rail Canyon. Ugh, this sounds like broken car music. Oh no. That sounds so bad. I'm sorry. I do like this part though. No, not the synth part. The dubstep. Yeah, they did the dubstep. injustice, man. Oh no. I don't like the sirens in this. The sirens. Wah wah wah, come on. Are you serious? Oh no 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 no. The dubstep could have sounded better. The piano is the only thing that sounds good in this, if I'm gonna be honest. And I don't like the intro where it sounds like broken car music. Like, it's... Come on. Somebody fix this car already. This part sounds really good. If I were to just rate it based on this part of the song, this is like S tier. And the synth comes in. It's a nice build up there. This segment alone is an S+ tier. And then it just... Okay, I actually like this build up a lot. It gets even better. So it went from an S tier to an S+ tier right now. Best part of the music. I would just listen to this segment alone. Piano's the one that's saving this music. Piano carries really hard. Oh, it's a hard carry. The piano and the synth. Only for all of it to go. Oh, better build up. Let's go. Okay, the two build-ups were nice. It gets even better. But I don't like the final build-up. You'll see very soon why I don't like it. And then... Oh, that's so disgusting. This part alone. Broken car music. It sounds like... Is your car okay, man? It needs maintenance ASAP. ASAP. Oh my god. F tier. That's a hard F. It's just the piano that's saving it. Okay. You know, I really like the piano part, so I'm gonna have to put it above Rail Canyon. But man, this broken car music part really, really destroys its rank. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna have to re-rank this. This is E. And this is gonna be F. Broken car music. Okay, there we go. I think this is a more accurate description. Okay, there you go, Rail Canyon. You go to E tier. You don't sound as bad. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. The synth and the piano carries this hard. But unfortunately, the rest of the song just drags it down to the depths of hell, man. It's so bad. This is the worst one, man. Enough of this goo goo gaga dubstep, man. I'm being serious. Act 2, though, is already way better. I'm liking this already. It sounds way better, man. Leagues better than Act 1. This might be the best Act 2. It might be tied up. It might be tied up with Kingdom Bound. Oh, what is this? Now this sounds like some... This sound font sounds very Japanese. I don't know why. Because it is Japanese. But it sounds like I'm at the claw machine, you know? You know when you're at like a... You know, at those one of those claw machines and you pick up your prize? It sounds like that. Or this sounds like the pinball from Sonic Frontiers. It's interesting. I'm not a big fan of it though, but it does sound pretty nice. I'm sorry. For many of you, you would put this in S+ tier, and I can understand why. But personally, I'm not into this genre of music. I do like the beginning though. The beginning part is really good. But after this is like claw machine music, man. So I'm not vibing with this. So I want to put it in C tier, but then the Sonic community would crucify me if I did that. I'm gonna have to put it in. I don't want to get crucified. C tier. It's definitely above White Space version. I'll give it a high C. How about that? Man, okay, I'm getting crucified in the Sonic community for this. Many of you would rank it higher. But it sounds very solid. It's just not my taste. Alright. I can't put it above Throw It All Away. No way. No way I could put it above. Okay. How about if I put it above Title Screen? Are you guys happy that I put it above Title Screen? Okay, B tier. I'm being very generous, but normally I would put it in a C tier. Okay? Just so I could save myself being crucified in the Sonic community for this. Okay? Alright. You guys are happy now? There you go. At least you get a B tier. I'm pretty sure people are still going to be disappointed with my ranking. It is what it is. Whatever. Did we get all of the stages? Chaos Island's done. Kingdom Valley's done. Kingdom Valley's done. Rail Canyon's done. We're left with Radical Highway and Sunset Heights. Let's go with Sunset Heights. I'm feeling pretty optimistic about Sunset Heights. And I think you'll have a pretty good idea where I might put Sunset Heights. But let's go through it anyways. Already, I love the riff in this. It sounds very solid. Like an A tier. B at the very least. It's one of the better White Space songs. I like this one a lot. The guitar riff is really good. Can I put it above Kingdom Valley? I love the organ part of this song. Kingdom Valley White Space. What did it sound like again? Oh man, this is gonna be really hard to rank. Oh, these are so good. Okay, I gotta rearrange this here, but yeah, I'm gonna put Rail Canyon Act 1 just below the White Space because the White Space sounds really good. White Space. I think I like Sunset Heights more. But the White Space for Kingdom Valley sounds really grand. What does it for me is the organ. I love the addition of the organ. This part sounds really good. Okay. I want to put Kingdom Valley White Space version equally with Sunset Heights White Space version. This is so hard. What do you guys think? Is Kingdom Valley White Space better or Sunset Heights? I might have to put it Kingdom Valley. Alright, I'll give it to Kingdom Valley for once. Kingdom Valley just sounds perfect for an orchestra, so I'll give it that. Now let's listen to Act 1. I'm pretty excited for this. This is one of my favorites in Shadow Generations. Oh man, this sounds so good. Oh, you heard that piano? The synth got better from the original Sunset Heights from Sonic Forces. When I played this, I felt really hyped. Man, Sonic Forces had good music. I wish the game was good though. I have not played Sonic Forces. People are saying I should skip that game. This part. You got a bit of bass there. This part here. This is the best part. Oh my god. Oh man. I'm getting like Reach for the Stars type of vibes from Sonic Colors. The guitar gets even better, man. The guitar. I think this is my favorite part of the music. The synth part. Oh, the guitar. Like when it went. That riff. This is my favorite part. I gotta listen to this again. Hold up, hold up. Perfection right here. Oh! This did it right there for me. Okay. Go where you belong. You know where you belong, Sunset Heights. You know where this is going. This is going way up here. S plus tier. Easy. Easy S plus tier. Yes, I'm saying this is better than Kingdom Valley Act 1. It's just perfect for a Sonic stage, man. This sounds... I feel like Sunset Heights is more fitting for a Sonic game than Kingdom Valley. Kingdom Valley is amazing. It sounds like E3. It's very orchestral. But Sunset Heights just screams pure Sonic. It's just pure Sonic. It's perfection. This is like the most hype song. I want to listen to what the original sounded like. Sunset Heights... Is this the one? Oh, it sounds different. It's missing that drum in the second one. The synth sounds different too. Interesting. Different synth. Composed and arranged by Tamaya Otani. Otani's been cooking. That's so real. I think the synth sounds slightly better in the remix in Shadow Generations. Yeah, I think they really improved on the synth in Shadow Generations. Easy. It's a good remix. And I feel like Act 1 had more like... it had more bass. I do appreciate the extra bass in the Shadow Generations remix of Sunset Heights. This is different though. They missed this part. Did they miss this part? No, they did not miss it. They just remixed it. But it sounds more clear in the remix version. Man, Shadow Generations did a lot of justice to Sunset Heights. It's like a love letter to Sonic Forces. Alright, here we go. We messed up, Sonic Team was like, we may have messed up Sonic Forces, but we want to do ourselves right in Shadow Generations. So here's our love letter to you of Sonic Forces. This is us fixing Sonic Forces. Not just the song, but gameplay wise too. Like, I think it was like one of my favorite stages of all time in Shadow Generations. It might be the best one. I just like it that much. It's so good. But let me listen to this. Yeah, the synth has improved in the remix version. Yep. This part right here, they improved. This is the same part. No, this is a new extension, isn't it? I don't think this is in the original. Whatever it is. Man, I didn't know Sonic Team could just like top off Sunset Heights. Sunset Heights already sounded a S+ tier, but I didn't know how I didn't know they could actually improve an S+ tier track. So, yeah, man, well deserved. Okay, let's go with Act 2. The opening is really strong. This is probably one of the better Act 2 music out there. And I think I really like the chiptune in this version. It fits really well. Obviously, it doesn't sound as epic as Act 1. Act 1 is still my all-time favorite version of Sunset Heights. Even better than the original. But I like this version. Like this part, I like this part of this version. Like this was done really well. This segment here. Oh! This is the only time where it peaks over Act 1. Okay, this is the only part of the segment of the song that improves over Act 1. This part alone. I'm not a big fan of chiptune, but this chiptune is really good. Now it sounds like Pokemon. Interesting, but it works. A lot of these chiptunes try to sound like Pokemon. Really solid. It's another S tier, man. The loop is shorter though. I don't think it has another phase of this song. Yup, it loops. If I were to rate Sunset Heights Act 2, it's so good. I would actually place it in an S+ tier. It's really that good. This part especially, it goes so hard. S+ tier, most definitely. I'm gonna put it above Kingdom Valley Act 2, 100%. But I don't know if it would top off Kingdom Valley Act 1. You know, I don't want the fans to get mad, but even in my honest opinion, I think Kingdom Valley Act 1 is still really good. It still does better than Sunset Heights Act 2. but it's like almost a tie, you know? It's almost a tie with Kingdom Valley Act 1. But the thing is, Kingdom Valley has like more stuff into it. Sunset Heights Act 2 has like a shorter loop. So this is why I would rank Kingdom Valley Act 1 over Sunset Heights Act 2. But if they had another phase of Sunset Heights Act 2, it might potentially top off Kingdom Valley Act 1. Alright, collection room. I might have to put it closer to the bottom. Yeah. Just to make some corrections. Or you know what? I'll make the corrections later. I'll make the corrections later. Very solid. I wasn't expecting Chiptune to be that good. Okay, what's the next thing? What's the next? We fight Mephiles, don't we? We'll go through Radical Highway soon. Let's just save it. So Sunset Heights is done. We got Mephiles. Mephiles Phase 1. Here we go. Epic orchestra, as usual, like in Sonic 06. The build-up, come on. Already 20 seconds in. The build-up is kind of slow, not gonna lie. But when you play the boss battle, I think it cues in better. Yeah. Here we go. Sounds very evil and malicious. It kind of reminds me of Breath of the Wild Malice. If Malice had a theme or a music, it would be this. Why do I think it fits with like Calamity Ganon? Yeah, it fits with Calamity Ganon. Kinda. Sounds like from Breath of the Wild. Interesting. Now it sounds very eerie and mysterious again. I think it fits Mephiles' theme pretty well. Like this theme right here describes Mephiles pretty good. Here we go. This is it. Not bad. No. Pretty memorable. Oh, more phases? Interesting. Now it sounds like Pokemon? Yeah. It sounds very Pokemon now. It progressively sounds more like Pokemon. What is this? Oh, guitar? Let's go. What does this remind me of? It sounds like gym leader music, kinda. No. It sounds like an evil team you're fighting in Pokemon. This theme accurately describes an evil team. Like, I don't know which team of Pokemon it best describes. Team Rocket? Team Galactic? Maybe? Maybe Team Galactic. Let me know down in the comments. What do you think this theme best describes? Which Pokemon theme do you think this best describes? I like it. It's not the best, but I like how it sounds like Pokemon. I think it's on loop. Not the best, but Mephiles Phase 1's gotta be... I'll give it a high B. High B tier. Okay, let's listen to Phase 2. I hope this sounds better. This is its chance to reach A tier or higher. Let's give it another chance. I hope it does. It sounds more Doomsday-like. Ooh! Okay! I'm already liking the guitar here. Nice transition. It's speeding up. Most replayed. Let's see how this sounds like. Most replayed. Interesting. Now it sounds more like Pokemon again. What Pokemon theme does this remind me of? Let me know down in the comments. I'm scratching my head, trying to figure this out. It definitely sounds more epic and chaotic than the Phase 1, I'll give it that. Oh! My favorite part! What was that? Oh! That was so good. And the organ? I heard that organ there. Alright. Already better than Phase 1. You know what this also reminds me of? It sounds like Dragon Ball Z music a little bit too. Like when you're playing against Cell or something. When you're playing against one of the villains in Dragon Ball Z, let me know down in the comments what villain does this remind you of in Dragon Ball Z. Can't put my finger on it, like, but it sounds very much like Pokemon or Dragon Ball Z. It's coming to an end. Interesting. Okay. I'll give it A rank. I think it deserved it. It's better than Phase 1. I'll give it that. Do I like it more than Supporting Me? This is a hard pick. But I do like the bass in Supporting Me. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be a bit controversial. I'm putting it above Supporting Me. Just slightly above Supporting Me. I like it that much. Okay. Nice. Now we got final boss. I don't want to disappoint you guys, so we're gonna rate all the Radical Highways at the very last. It doesn't matter remix? What's it doesn't matter? Oh, we did that already. Final boss, phase 1. We'll go with the boss music first. Kinda sounds like Yu-Gi-Oh! Final boss music. Sounds like something from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Like I'm fighting... It sounds like I'm fighting the Eliaster. Why does this sound like Eliaster music from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds? Yeah, man. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's final boss music. Kinda. Not Zone, but the Eliasters. Okay, there's definitely a lot of things going with phase 1. But I don't know. It's not wowing me or anything. Yes, it sounds somewhat epic and chaotic, but it's not like a wow, you know? It's trying very hard to sound very grand, but I feel like Kingdom Valley still slaps harder than this. You can't beat Kingdom Valley. No shot. It will never beat Kingdom Valley. Oh, it sounded like Pokemon there. That sounded like Pokemon. And we lived. Phase 1. If I were to rank this, no shot this is gonna be Kingdom Valley. Phase 1's gonna go... We have a lot of B tier. It wasn't super special, so I'm gonna put in C tier. There's nothing wrong with this. Like, I feel like all the instruments were very tight in this. But it just, I don't know. I feel like it's missing something. It's missing that wow factor. What's that wow factor it's missing? Something to remember by. Like, I think I would easily forget about this final boss music. It's like one of those final boss musics you won't remember after a week. Like, I clearly don't remember listening to this. It's very unmemorable, so yeah, I gotta give it C tier. They could have done better with final boss music. Let's listen to phase 2. Hopefully that's better. Okay. It sounds more hyped up. Sounds better already. I'm liking this already. Oh, it's All Hail Shadow. Of course it would sound better. Bro. Of course. Easy A tier at the very least. Is it better than Supporting Me? Yeah. Yeah. Better than Mephiles? It's got lyrics. Yeah. I gotta say. Okay, there we go. This is proper boss music. But it's a remix. Yeah, it's very solid. Okay. It might even surpass Space Colony Ark Act 1. But I don't know, I really like Space Colony Ark Act 1. Okay. People will get mad at me if I don't put this at top of A tier. Or above Space Colony Ark Act 1. Yeah. I think that's the right placement. Does it get better? There's still more to it. The reason why I'm ranking this higher is because it's got lyrics and it's more meaningful. I like the triangle in this. Oh, let's go. Triangle plus the what's the thing? What's the thing called? The bells. Whatever those things are called. It's on repeat now. Okay. I think A tier is fair. I can't put it any less than A tier, or else that'll be injustice towards it. Okay. Phase 3. Let's see what Phase 3 sounds like. Nah, it's not as hype as Phase 2. Of course not. Hold up. Does it sound better than Phase 1? It's basically All Hail Shadow again, right? Ooh. It's an instrumental version. Not as epic as Phase 2. What did Phase 1 sound like again? Okay, I'll give Phase 3 a bit of better rating. But the thing is, Phase 1's got like more phases when it's within its own Phase 1. Kinda ironic when I say that. But yeah, it's true, it's a lot longer than Phase 3. But Phase 3 sounds a lot better. So, I'm not gonna rank Phase 3 as high as an A tier, but I'll give it bottom of Supporting Me. There you go. Okay. Now here we go. What we've all been waiting for. Radical Highway. So we listened to version A earlier on. Now we gotta listen to version B and C in Act 1. Let's listen to version B from Rail Canyon. Wait, I want to listen to Act... What is it? Version 1 again? I don't remember it quite well. Oh yeah, I like this. Version A is good. Now version B. Well-deserved S+ tier. Ooh! It sounds more original. I'm liking it. Okay. They're sticking to the original more. The classic melody there. They're not veering off too much from the original Radical Highway. Yes, it's a remix, but this is the... I feel like this is the one that feels most aligned with the original than all the other remixes. Until we get to this part. Yeah. This is where it veers off. This is the same thing we listened to in version 1. Again? Okay. Do I like it then? Do I like it more than version 1? Maybe or maybe not. I'm gonna have to listen to version C first. Then I'll know where to place it. Or I could rearrange it later. Same... Alright, I think I know where to place this. It's gonna go up. Somewhere beside version B. Let's see, version C. Sunset Heights has one, right? Version C, here we go. This might be the best version? Most likely. And it's longer, right? Yeah, it is. Version B was 2 minutes and 44 seconds long. So there might be more sections in this one. I'm liking how it sounds like already. This is supposed to be the more complete version of Radical Highway, right? It combines version A, B, and C all together, I'm guessing. The build-up, here we go. sounds very similar. I'm gonna have to listen to the first one again. So the build-up is different for version A. Version A sounds really good. Version B sounded like what? It's just more guitar. I like how this one sounds more original. More to the original. It sounds different. Oh, version C just punches right through it. It's still the same, but feels more complete. It just sounds very similar to version A and I can't tell the difference. I'm gonna have to go really in depth with this, man. Alright, let's compare. Version A. I gotta make the right decision, man. I need to go in detail. So this is what version A sounds like. Version C. When is it gonna start? 10 seconds? 10 seconds sounds like that. Still sounds the same. What's the difference? Version C sounds like that. At 18 seconds. Version A. Okay. So there's more drums in version C. There's like a do 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 do. Okay, I see the difference now. Well, version A still has a build-up going on. It kind of combines version B more with version A. So version C is supposed to combine version A and B together. But I like the build-up more on version A. Version C just goes straight into it. This is 45 seconds. It's more direct, man. But the build-up's better in version A. I prefer the build-up. And I like this part. Like the do part. Let's see what version C sounds like. No build-up. The build-up is less. It just cuts straight into it. Let's see the build-up. 110. And I feel like the bass is a bit stronger with version A. I do prefer version A's bass. Especially this part. And now it jumps straight into it. Now it feels more close to the original. First we had the build-up, and then we get to this point. I feel like the build-up was a lot better on version A. Wait, it's got its own build-up there. It's gonna take version A's... Yeah. It's gonna take version A segment right here. There's too much going on with version C. I do prefer the silence more in version A. The build-up's better in version A. But let's listen to this build-up right here. Please don't disappoint. It won't, but... yeah, it just jumps straight into it. Like, this build-up is epic right here. I prefer version A. Version A over version C. Build-up is way better. And version B... I do like version B also. If you want to jump right into it, just go to version B. What version C does, it tries to combine version A and B together. But I feel like version A and B sound better on its own. Like separately. I feel like we don't need a version C. I prefer to listen to them distinctively, apart from each other. Yeah, okay, I think I know how I want to rank this. Version A first, version B second, and version C last. Still good, but not as good as version B. I feel like version B does it better. Like, I prefer version in A and B not combined into version C. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's better that they're apart. Yeah. Like, one version that just cuts straight into the main course, and then one version where you have a lot of build up. So they're more polarizing, you know? I like the polarity between version B and A. But C, not so much. Alright, enough of Radical Highway Doom Chase version. Now let's listen to Radical Highway, the stage version, or in other words, the teaser version. But before we do that, there's a white space version we gotta listen to. Let's listen to white space version. It better sound like Radical Highway. It does not. Total miss. No. It does not, unfortunately. Yeah. It sounds epic, doesn't sound bad at all, but it does not sound like Radical Highway at all. I get it. They want to sound this. They want to make this sound like pretty epic, because Shadow God is Doom Wings in the last stage. This sounds like what you would listen to before a boss battle. And yes, you do listen to this before a boss battle. But don't call it Radical Highway. It does not sound like Radical Highway White Space whatsoever. Not bad, but I can't rank it as high, unfortunately. Just because it's not accurate to Radical Highway that much. Does not sound like Radical Highway at all. So I'm gonna have to put it lower. I'm sorry, but I don't think it sounds as great as Kingdom Valley White Space. Or what's the other one? It sounds pretty epic. White Space. I'll put it under Sunset Heights. I still like Sunset Heights and Kingdom Valley White Space version more. It's epic. Yeah, White Space. It's gonna go here, below Sunset Heights. It's not a bad boss intro at all. But here we go. Radical Highway Act 1. In other words, the remix we heard initially in the teaser trailer of Shadow Generations. So let's listen to this. I love the start of this. It's pretty epic. Then it gets worse. When I heard this in the teaser, I was pretty worried. Like, okay, build up, nice. Okay. But it doesn't sound like Radical Highway at all now. What's going on? You're supposed to jump right into it. I was like, I was gonna be worried for Radical Highway remix when I saw that teaser trailer. This is exactly what I'm talking about. And I was like, what is this? What is this? Dubstep. No, this is not, it does not sound like Radical Highway. This dubstep part. I felt like the build-up took way too long. It took like 1 minute already. Look at this. But it gets better. I like this part. Sounds like Yu-Gi-Oh! Intro a little bit. There we go! This is what we've been missing. The build-up took way too long for this part because the build-up was very underwhelming. It had a lot of strange synth sounds before that. And I thought it would grow on me, but it didn't. Many people were glazing this Radical Highway remix when I saw it initially in the trailer. Like, I had to correct everyone. Like, this is not what Radical Highway is supposed to sound like, man. They could have done better. I was very disappointed. But when I saw the Dooms chase in the trailer, I was like, ah, yes! At least they got that right. It's just missing a lot of instruments. A lot of empty space here. There's too much empty space in Act 1 of Radical Highway. There's build-up, but sometimes the build-up disappoints into something I don't like. But it gets better here. This is what it should have gone into. This is the best part of the music, honestly. They should have jumped straight into this part much earlier, within 1 minute or less. The build-up took way too long. It's a miss for me. This part saved it though. The guitar part. Here, it sounds way too empty. What is this? What am I listening for to 10 seconds? Okay, listen to this. This is 250 right here. Look how long this takes. 250, 255, 266, 258, 259, 3, 301, 302, 303, 304, 305. Look at this build up. It's taking way too long. We're already 20 seconds in. What am I listening to? Still building up. Why does it take a whole minute to build up? I'm still waiting for the build up to finish. It drags on for way too long, honestly. We're 40 seconds in, man. Almost 50 seconds in. 50 seconds. Takes 1 whole minute. Okay, there we go. This part sounds not so bad. It's an interesting take on the Radical Highway remix. But then it gets very underwhelming. It's very low energy. Like, I think they've used the wrong bass for this. Or they're using too much of that bass here. There we go. It took 1+ whole minute to build up to this. You see my point? This is probably the worst Radical Highway I've ever listened to. And I gotta say, maybe Radical Highway Act 2 on the 3DS version sounds better. Even though that's like the worst version, I think this beats it. I think this beats it for the worst Radical Highway. Worse than the 3DS version of Act 2. And I don't like the 3DS version of Act 2. Yeah. You see here? I was feeling very optimistic at the very beginning. Very strong start. The guitar riff was really good too. And it's building up. Still building up. It took nearly like 50 seconds to build up. Very disappointing. Yeah. Yeah. And when it gets to the good part, to the actual like main melody of like Radical Highway, it's already too late. I've already zoned out. Like, it doesn't capture the same essence of Radical Highway. It sounds way too different from Radical Highway also. Like, I don't mind if it sounds different from the original, but I feel like some of the music choices were not fitting at all. Like some of the bass and synth, it just didn't fit properly. And too much empty space. So Act 1... I'm gonna have to put it below Rail Canyon Act 1. I'm sorry. E. Close to F tier. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Radical Highway. But it was really that bad. Okay, Act 2. Let's listen to this. Enough of my rambling. This sounded pretty cool. But I think the loop was pretty short. And it's got a bit of chiptune in this. This sounds epic. That bass here? This is my favorite part. I'm like, okay, we're getting serious here. So good. I don't know if I like the build up more than Act 1, but I'll give it that much. Like, you know, Act 1 and Act 2 had really good build up, only for you to disappoint. But Act 2 didn't disappoint as much as Act 1. Act 1 was really disappointing, man. At least there's progression then. You see? Okay, now it sounds like Pokemon. But at least with Act 2, you see how there's like less empty space? And there's more progression in the build-up. This is what I'm looking for. See, again, chiptune is not my taste here, but like it kind of fits here. I could see why they put chiptune here. It is Act 2 after all, so it's gotta sound classical. They gotta make it sound classical. Here it sounds like Pokemon. Just screams. This is the most Pokemon sounding music after Mephiles. Actually, no. This may even top off Mephiles. This is the most Pokemon sounding music. Like, I like all these segments of Act 2, but I feel like it deserved more segments, like a bit more variety. I feel like it's missing another phase of this music. It just loops a little too early for me. At least Act 2 is better than Act 1 to some extent. I'll put it above Radical Highway White Space version. Do I like title screen more? Kinda. But for those who really love chiptune, that kind of sound font, I could see how you guys could easily put this in A and S tier, or even S plus tier. Not a big fan of chiptune, but sometimes I like it. In this case, I kind of like it, so I'm being generous here. Usually I would put this in like C tier, but I found that the synth part was pretty cool here. Like, this here carries. The build-up is amazing. They executed the build-up very nicely. Act 1 did the complete opposite, so I think it deserves rank B, in my opinion. What do you guys think? All Hail Shadow Remix. Isn't the same thing as Final Boss? Radical Highway Remix. What's this? There's a Radical Highway Remix? A, B... What's this? I think that's version C, isn't it? "44 seconds. 44 seconds. Version C. Oh, it is different. What? 23? I think this is same as version A, isn't it? Yeah. It is. Okay, that is the same as version A. Okay. I think that was phase 2. Right here. Beside Final Boss. Phase 2. Let me do some readjusting. Oh, this is the instrumental version. I really like this a lot. This is when you play with the coins, right? When you're collecting coins from the hub worlds. I like this a lot. It's really good. I'll put it like just beneath phase 2. Because phase 2 is still better because it has the lyrics. But I like the guitar in this one so much better. But it loops very fast too, so Alright, I'll do this. Space Colony Ark Act 1 deserves a spot higher than All Hail Shadow instrumental. Okay? You guys are happy with that? Yeah, I think I'm satisfied with that. We're missing the cutscene. You know the Sonic and Shadow cutscene? There's a song, Sonic, I think, versus Shadow, from Sonic Generations. We're missing that, but I guess it's a Sonic Generations exclusive song, so that's why it's not in this tier list. But if it were in this tier list, I would give that cutscene music like solid A tier, I would say. It sounds that good. Alright, let's rearrange stuff. Collection room. It's S plus tier. It sounds really good. So I'm going to put it at the top. Maybe at the bottom, you know? It deserves its S plus status though. You know, I would put it just above Act 2 of Sunset Heights. Because it sounds that good. But Kingdom Valley beats it, obviously. Yeah. Broken Car Music will stay at the bottom. Radical Highway Act 1 will stay here at the bottom. It's really that bad. They could have been more creative with Boss Gate music. All of them sound the exact same, except for the Radical Highway White Space version. You could, if you want to count that as boss music, you can. But yeah, okay, I'm just giving you a disclaimer again. This is just my opinion. So if you disagree, you're welcome to disagree, and let me know why in the comments. More than happy to debate. Don't think I'm a pushover, okay? If I still disagree with your opinion in the comments, do expect me to comment back, okay? I'm not a pushover. I'm not gonna say yes to everything because I stand by my Shadow Generations OST tier list wholeheartedly. Maybe you can try to change my mind, okay? You can try to convince me if you feel like these placings are not justified. Let me know why. You could try to change my mind, but if I still think you're wrong, you're just wrong, and I will give my reasons, you will give your reasons, okay? But at the end of the day, take this lightly with a grain of salt. I'll probably get roasted in the Sonic community for some of these placings. I'll probably get roasted for Radical Highway Act 1. Oh, why did you put it all the way at the bottom? Okay, if you watch the whole stream, maybe I'll add timestamps, okay? I'm gonna put timestamps, so be sure to check out the timestamps to see where I put all of these placings, so you don't have to watch the whole 2+ hour long video of this tier list. It's gonna be a long video, probably the longest I've ever posted, but I'm gonna try to cut it up and make it easy for you guys, and hopefully I can add timestamps eventually. So yeah, let me know down in the comments if you agree with this tier list. We do have the DLC stuff now. Like, I haven't gone through this. Maybe next time, okay? Maybe next time I'll go through the DLC. And I haven't played the new Shadow movie DLC yet, so stay tuned for more Shadow Generations content. And I'm gonna probably do more videos like this. I'll do more tier lists. Let me know down in the comments if you want tier lists like for boss fights and stuff. I could rank each boss in the game. I still haven't played the hard mode for the bosses, so I could do more gameplay videos on that. Again, subscribe if you haven't already, if you want more content like this. I'd like to hear your thoughts and opinions. Your feedback is very appreciated. So yeah, enough of my rambling. If you can, try to post this Sonic X Shadow Generations OST tier list in the Sonic community. I want to see what other Sonic YouTubers think of this tier list, and they're more than welcome to criticize me if they'd like, and they can post their own Shadow Generations tier list if they want. And if I disagree with their tier list, maybe I'll have a rebuttal. Expect a rebuttal. I'm no pushover, okay? But yeah, I think that'll be it for me. Do expect more Shadow Generations content. I do play other games too, like I've been playing Echoes of Wisdom lately. I'm gonna play Sonic Generations. I've never played the console version, so do expect that. More Sonic content coming in the future. Very excited. But I also play other games too, so I'm not stuck to one genre. I said this previously, but this is the very last time I'm ending off my rambling once and for all. So, yeah, if you enjoyed, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.